Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Nick. This is my mom, Jen.
Hi, guys.
We're back with Breaking Bad Season 3, Episode 5.
Okay.
So, last time, Skyler fucked Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Walt refuses to leave the house.
Well, and he's just turned into a shell of a person there, basically.
And in response, he tried to go, talk with Ted at his office.
Yeah.
And got ejected from the property.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to make a move on Carmen and got himself on sabbatical.
Yeah, he's having some issues.
Yeah, and then Jesse was just sort of, alone in his house listening to Jane's voicemail over and over, but then they disconnected her number.
Yeah.
So then he went and cooked a bunch, and he wanted to be put in touch with Gus. And when Gus heard that he and Walt were at odds, he had his guy, Victor, go in and give half the money to Jesse and then half to Walt.
Yeah. But we'll see if what the feedback is on the product, right? Because if Jesse can do it by himself, then what's...
Yeah, because
I think there's more to that, right?
Because when Walt said, "Oh, what did you use?" Something dioxide, right?
Yeah.
No, something amalgam. He had the correct answer. So he's come far in his learning.
Yes.
So yeah, there was that going on, and then Hank just refusing to acknowledge that he was afraid to go back to El Paso.
Yeah.
And his boss finally said, "Are you going today?" He's like, "No, I can't." So now he's just like. Heisenberg, the blue stuff is the only thing going right now, so he's given his all into that investigation.
Well, we had that really good witness though, that it was sold from a
The dude's name was Mel.
Yeah.
Was it Mel? Oh man. But when you think about it, with junkies or people who do crystal meth and such, the type of people that Hank has to deal with to arrest or to interrogate, because their brains are fried.
That's
anyway.
right. Yeah, he's not meeting people on their best day there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see where we go from here.
Oh, got here.
I am awake. This is all the money I have in the world.
In the first episode.
Yeah.
Here's what he did with it.
Yeah.
Work it, baby.
He didn't go by the. Oh yeah.
Hey, combo.
Yeah.
None of that cheap stuff. I want the expensive shit. Don pairing Don.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't let the Dom Perignon run on the floor. Still has his jacket on, and same with Jesse. They're
The baggy clothing.
came right off the road into the.
Meanwhile, Tony is arguing with Polly in the back room.
Yeah. Where's our soprano guys? Yeah, that money's gonna disappear real quick.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
That was...
Start puking. There we go. Yeah. Oh no.
Supposed to use that dude's money to buy an RV. Jesus. I gotta
What, he's just realizing now that he spent the money and.
Yep.
I could hook you up, bro. I could totally get you an RV.
You just know somebody with an RV?
Right on.
So he stole it. Jesus.
Oh.
So rude. Garbage day.
So that's the story of how we got the RV.
And Walt never even questions because he probably didn't know how much an RV would cost, an old one.
Yeah.
But it obviously wasn't reported stolen. It's been all over the city, right?
Oh my God. I love this floor.
Is it heated?
You could leave a few things here if you want.
We're full in, are we?
Yeah.
Mom's asking, want to come to dinner?
Oh, yeah, he's living in the baby's room. And the baby's living with her.
Yeah, right. Like you don't know.
What did I just say?
Give me the phone. Give it.
Like you.
I told you not to cook my formula, and you went ahead and did it anyway.
Because I never said I want to cook it. Because it ain't yours. It's ours. Plural, bitch. I will be one-man glass factory. I will rock that RV 24/7.
Trouble in paradise here.
Yeah.
Sitting on a kid's chair. Oh God, stuck on his ass. Oh no. And then somebody watching Mike. Oh, that's oh, that was Hank.
Yep.
Okay. Not Mike. From a distance, the bald heads, right?
Yep.
No smoke, no smell, no waste. There's no cook.
Could be they're setting up and move inside.
You wouldn't have it in amongst all the other in a campground like that. Or a trailer park, whatever.
Mm.
Hey.
Did you have an idea? God.
Oh.
They're playing like
Strip poker.
yeah, or whatever. Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Go get him.
Oh my God, the whole campground is messed up.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah. Looks like he's made his apologies.
Mm.
Look at her face. Peeping Tom.
Got a pack.
Oh, he's going. Oh no.
Texas.
Well, somebody had to go, I guess, right?
Hank?
Oh.
Hank? Now? You worked all night. Get some sleep, Hank.
He's like a dog with a bone.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke with Blanca. She said that Steven's going to El Paso.
Hmm.
You know that you can talk to me about things, right? You don't have to go through this alone.
He just wants it all to go away.
I'd like to be included. That's all.
Don't you worry about my career. My career's just fine.
Does she know what happened last time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't want him to go because of that. Yeah.
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 I'm on to some important stuff right here, right now. And Mexico doesn't have a damn thing to do with it. Anyone who doubts that. But everyone thinks I would jerk it off on this thing? Fine. But I'm on to something. I know it. You understand me?
Ah, Los Pollos. We're back.
A ploy? A ploy to get me cooking again? And an obvious one at that. How he could possibly produce anything other than a mediocre product. At best.
I am told his product was more or less consistent with the quality.
Ooh, was it?
Wow. Why, that is...
I mean, just getting close to Walt's level of product is an achievement.
Yeah.
that you believe I have some proprietary kind of selfishness about my own formula.
Well, you do.
Some sort of overweening pride.
He's just saying everything out loud that he.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gus hasn't said anything.
It's like Tamatoa and Moana.
Mm.
Are you trying to get me to talk about myself? I will gladly do so.
I apologize for being so transparent. Would you take a drive with me? I'd like to show you something.
Not to kill you. Oh, she's at Ted's house.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, is everything okay?
She's already finished an entire bottle, but she still seemed hungry. Then she fell asleep. You can leave her with me for the next 18 years as far as I'm concerned.
Mm.
What if she brought her own baby?
Yeah.
It's Hank. Hank, what about him? I don't know. People blown up right in front of him, blood everywhere. But I can't tell what he wants. He won't talk to me.
I don't know if Skylar's the one to talk to about marital troubles talking with your spouse. Like,
Yeah.
she might not have the best perspective on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a laundry facility, or
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the lowest speed limit you could ever go. 5.
Yeah. Like just let go of the
There's
gas
no 1
and
or
drift.
4. There's 5 is like the lowest, I think. He probably appreciates working with someone who's not a junkie, right? And not a
Mm-hmm.
sort of a low-level drug guy.
Someone more on his
Someone who doesn't use at all.
more his
Like him.
intellectual level and
Yeah. Oh, wow. Just a fake one front, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the size of that
Yeah.
dryer, washer, whatever. Well, yeah, because you'd worry that he's just going to take you and put you somewhere and nobody'd ever hear from you again, right?
Yep.
What is this?
Your new lab.
Oh! Holy crap. All the best stuff, right? Man, Gus don't mess around.
He does not.
Yeah. Because he could see in Walt's little rant there his hubris and wanting that he would do it again because he can't abide that someone has got an inferior product out there with his chemical
Yeah, they both demand
recipe or whatever,
excellence.
right? Yeah. You want beakers? We got beakers.
How did you know how to put this all together?
I had excellent help. As will you.
Well, and for him, right, he's a legitimate businessman too, so it'd be real balance.
Yeah.
The filtration system is state of the art. It will vent nothing but clean, odorless steam, just as a laundry does.
Smart.
200 pounds per week
Oh,
to make this economically viable.
what does he get money out of it, though?
Sorry.
Mm.
The answer is still no.
What would make it a yes?
For the good of my family?
Then they weren't bad decisions. What does a man do? A man provides for his family. And he does it even when he's not appreciated. He simply bears up, and he does it.
Wow.
He's saying the right things.
Something's got to change.
Yeah.
Great dinner, Mom.
Poor Junior.
Yeah.
Trying to bring it together.
I love that literal divide between them.
Yeah. How was sex with Ted today?
You want to take her?
Yeah, she hasn't really let him. She's having some thoughts, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, that little baby cue ball head.
Oh.
I think that's why you didn't have a lot of hair when you were a baby, because you rubbed like that and it rubbed all the hair off. But it just feels good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chubby cheeks.
But how will Jesse fit into this, though? Because he obviously Gus has people to help Walt. So. He's going, so they're...
Yep.
Is there only one left? Well, that was just the bottom of the page, I guess.
Sorry, Hank, that's all DMV had. 29 early 80s bounders registered in New Mexico.
It's not registered. That's probably why. Well, it should have been registered to the old person, the previous owner. You gotta make an appearance there, Hank. It's his partner and everything, right? It's not just somebody from the office going.
Yeah.
Hey, here. That's a good fight, brother.
Well,
Oh,
It's such a dopey expression.
like, why am I holding this gun?
DMV said the registration wasn't renewed, but then they realized it was never filed as non-operational or destroyed. No police report either.
Oh, jeez. Money's heavy.
Yeah.
We've never had that issue, where we found it heavy.
I just don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore, Paralyzed, like if I take a step in any direction, I'm going to make a spectacular mistake.
That's a good way to put it.
Breaking news is I am sleeping with my boss, and I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he knows about this other man?
Yeah.
So then he'll sign?
Keeps money in the house.
Your husband,
Uh-oh.
the drug dealer.
He's the father of my children. And maybe what he did,
He did it for the family, right? Well, guess what?
That is one enormous load of horseshit.
But it's not. I understand what she's saying, but
You are now an accessory after the fact. You are culpable. All courtesy of this criminal you refuse to divorce.
Yeah. Laying out the hard facts here.
yeah. Oh, his stuff is gone. Oh, maybe he's decided to take the job with Gus, right? Yeah, everything's gone. Oh, even the money. Oh, boy. He signed it. Because that's what she wanted, so.
Yeah.
What are the parameters of the sobriety thing you got going?
What do you mean?
Can you take a Xanax? Because I got a drawer full.
Take a Xanax? God.
I get them from my chiropractor. Vietnamese, 5 foot tall. She adjusts you to completion. As delicious as it sounds.
Jesus.
What a scumbag, eh? God.
Please, have a seat. This young man is prepared to offer you a sweetheart of a deal. 10% of all future profits from his solo venture.
So obviously, he doesn't know anything about Gus's offer, eh?
That's fair. That's charity, is what that is.
Oh. He hates that word.
Yeah.
So we'd come to a parting of the ways.
Take it. That is the last money you'll ever earn in this business.
Hmm.
You're telling me you're cooking again?
I'm in. You're out.
Ooh.
Whoa, Walt, hold on there. Hey.
News to Saul.
17%. Now, that's a shade high. Now, let's settle on an even 15. That's a nice round number.
5%.
Funny how Saul just moves on to the next guy with a deal, eh? Jesse's left in the dust. Yeah.
But don't even think about using my formula.
You just try and stop me, bitch.
Go blow up the RV or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, he needs that.
Yeah. Jesse needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Walt could, Oh, dude. Really?
He just got a new window.
Yeah.
Oh.
You feel better? That strip mall never has much else going on there at all.
Hi, I'm Hank Schrader with the Drug Enforcement Administration. We're interested in an RV that's registered to your name and address.
It was stolen months ago.
Do you have any ideas at all? Might have taken it?
That's probably her kid or nephew or... Oh, yeah.
My son.
Oh.
I'd really like to speak with him.
He's passed away. He was shot 2 months ago.
Dots are connecting. Nice curtain.
Thanks for this. I really appreciate it.
There's going to be something from Jesse in here or something. Ah. From the strip from that night when he bought... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody else passed away.
Savage.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, dots are being connected.
Yeah. I just can't even imagine how this is going to go with Hank finding out. I'm assuming he finds out. They don't end the show without him finding out.
And it's just a general rule in the movie or a TV show. Like any secret will inevitably be found out.
Yeah. Well, and to me, it would be like a real disservice to Hank's character.
Yeah.
If they didn't, because he's worked on it for so long. And
Mm-hmm. Oh, so Gwyn Savage was a member of the casting crew. R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh,
yeah.
Boy.
So, yeah.
Well, Walt's got a purpose now, right? You can see that spark back in his eye, even though it's a bit of a flame now instead of just a...
Because on the one hand, his, scientific professional side was just going gaga over that lab, because that was a real honey of a thing.
Of course, yeah.
But then he was still sort of hesitant because of the family stuff, but then Gus knew just the right things to say.
Yeah.
What does a man do? He provides, even if he's not appreciated.
Even if that's right.
Because he is a man.
Yeah.
And actually, that really resonates with Giancarlo Esposito, because I think, and, back me up if I'm wrong, but I remember reading that before Breaking Bad, he was not really doing well financially. I think he was on the edge of bankruptcy or something.
Oh, I thought I read something too, yeah.
And I think the story I read said that he basically arranged for, or was going to arrange for someone to kill him so that his children could live off his life insurance.
Oh, wow.
Like he was at the brink of desperation.
Yeah.
But then thankfully this role came through and it just changed his life forever.
Oh, yeah, because he's been in so much. He's such a good actor.
And now, like, he's the kind of actor that, like, if he's interested, you just say yes. Or, like, he can get whatever he wants, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's how famous he is now. And, you know, gets...
What a setup there behind the laundry. What a good idea, right?
Because, like you said, it gets, you know, regular chemical shipments every day.
The ventilation.
There's no... All the employees are going to stay quiet.
Yeah.
All the things are set up just the right way.
200 pounds a week.
Because remember when they went into the desert to have their marathon weekend cook, they did, like... Was it like 38 pounds?
Yeah.
With the RV.
And that's with that rudimentary equipment, basically, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 200 pounds a week, you know, $3 million for 3 months. And so, and then he finally signed the papers, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's looked like he's made a decision. He might as well just go forward. If he's lost her, he's lost her. But still can provide for the kids and stuff, so.
Yeah. And then Skylar, you know, living in her, like she said, you know, she was just in limbo, you know, no clear.
I love that line that she said, though. It feels like if I take a step in either direction, it's wrong and it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
She's stuck in the middle. I mean, he's put her in this position, not fooling around. I mean, that's a choice she made, but she also was sort of at wit's end and made a bad decision or whatever. Other people on this show have made a lot of bad decisions.
Exactly.
So she's allowed to make a few.
Yeah, compared to things like murder and drug selling, I think it's a little bit, you know, small potatoes.
Yeah.
Because, like, my view, because she was saying, like, to the lawyer, like, I can't, you know, tell my children and everything. Like, my view is that, like, if she wants to divorce him, she wants him basically out of her life and out of the kids' lives.
Yeah.
So then, by that point, like, you might as well, like, tell on him or have him, you know, like arrested or whatever, because covering that up just so your children don't have to go through the trauma of learning about it, that puts everyone at risk. And if you want him out of your life anyway, you like the lawyer said, you are an accessory after the fact. You know that he is committing these crimes.
He has money.
And by staying silent, that is abetting his crimes.
Yeah.
So it's
But now you see that he's out of the house. And the money's gone and everything. She can just let that go, kind of, right? She can, But at least it gives her room to breathe. I mean, she's in her own house now, and like she said, well, you could leave. It's like, oh my God, with a baby, and what about their son? And you know. So I'm glad that Walt did that part. It's like obviously, you know, the move is on her now, or she can make the next move if she's changed her mind or.
Yeah, and then Hank, like you say, is a dog with a bone because that's all he has, you know.
Yeah,
because
I think he's pouring everything into that, right? Because it needs to be everything to keep him away from the other.
Because if he stops moving at all, then that gives him time to reflect on what happened and why he doesn't want to go to Texas. And you know, like Marie just trying to reach out here. And it's funny, as annoying as Marie is for the most part, like she does kind of grow on you as a character.
Oh yeah.
Because like especially now with like she feels like helpless about Hank and she's reaching out and you can feel sympathy for her where like with the whole tiara thing and the lies she's like when the show started she
has her own faults or whatever.
She was easily the most annoying of the main cast starting out.
Yeah.
But, she really kind of grows on you as time goes on. And, her just...
You start to care about these people. I mean, it's like I was telling you the other day, it's a lot different than The Sopranos, right? Where everybody is complicit in everything in some way or another, even all the women, to a degree of lesser maybe, but still where... these people are all sort of, collateral damage and bystanders. I mean, even just in Hank's job, Marie would be sort of just a bystander, right?
Well, like
stuff he sees,
because Sopranos was all about all about the mafia and everything, and even like politicians or cops or like that we encountered, most of them were like on the take, so they were like bad.
Yeah,
like Hank is an officer of the law, and he's like a good guy.
Yeah,
and B, you just for all the trauma he's gone through after shooting Tuco and after what happened in El Paso. Like you just feel so bad for him and everything he's gone through, and it's just because
he's still trying to just keep up, keep on that brave face, and because of who he is, he can't show that weakness, and but he's gonna crack somewhere.
But now we got that like I say, connecting the dots, and that's why they showed that scene at the beginning, with Combo in the strip club,
so we could see where it's
because now he knows the RV in question where it came from, but also he knows who might have it.
Yeah.
So now. For episode 6.
Oh.
Need you to look in on Mrs. Pekatiwa.
She all right?
Her daughter called from California. She hasn't heard from her in a while. Kind of worried.
Mrs. Pekatiwa. Where does she live? Oh, is this where the twins came?
Well, no, we've never seen this before. Just
okay.
her
Remember,
house.
they went to that house and took the clothes off the line and took the car and everything?
Well, that was in Mexico.
Oh,
before
right,
they
yeah.
crossed the
Before they
border.
crossed over, right, through.
Miss Pekatiwa, hello.
Yeah, peek in the window. Oh, there's candles going. Oh. Uh-oh. Heisenberg's picture.
Yeah, shrine to Santa Muerte.
Oh, because, yeah, we're in the twins are living here, right? Oh, don't kill this nice police officer. Damn it. Oh, God. Body out there, probably. When you hear those flies like that, right? Something's dead. Oh. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
No need to check. Yeah.
Let me see your hands. Hands!
Oh, there's probably one behind you. But at least he radioed in.
Mm-hmm.
They don't speak at all. He's behind you. Down. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, Jesus.
Ah.
Yeah, at least he got to call it in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they eventually would have found him, but...
Yeah.
I found the papers right where you left them, in the crib. In the child support worksheet, you list medical, dental, childcare, transportation, housing, education, food, clothing.
That's right, all of it.
You wanted me out. I'm out, but I will provide for my family.
Now, unfortunately, this one is the model, so...
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, jeez.
Name one thing in this world that is not negotiable.
We're shifting, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I suggest that you add this to your
Oh, the twins.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. Are they on a glass table?
Yeah.
This didn't seem like a real smart thing, but not that these guys are real smart anyway. Well, we know it's not gonna, like, it's not horrible, right? Because Gus said it more or less it was.
Well, yeah, like, it's the difference between, let's say, 90 and 80%.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You ready to talk some business? Trust me, it's not going to be like it was. We sell it safe. All right, we sell it smart. Step one, we build inventory. Badger, go see Clovis.
And that's the other thing, right? Hank's or Walt's not tied to that anymore because he's working elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the key in the ignition and it buzzes. Whatever, just have him put in one of those too.
Remember the key?
Yeah. This is his drug empire now, these two. Is Hank watching? Because Jesse bought that house, so he's obviously registered now somewhere. Yep, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
He just gonna watch for now? He's not gonna, because I guess he just can't see the RV, right? It's out in the desert, isn't it? Or where did?
Well, it's kept.
Oh, it's in the yard, right?
Yeah.
It's in the.
Yep. Cut the crust off.
Yeah. He wrote his name on the lunch bag.
Yep.
Because he's going to an office.
We'll talk about it.
Why? It's not like I get a vote.
Oh,
it's true. Got another new windshield.
Taking you to school, to and from. I am the man that I am, son. There's plenty that I would change about that, but
I feel so sorry for all the children who ever had to walk into a room with their parents starting with, "We still love you."
Yes.
And then that conversation, like.
Yeah. What's he going to tell them about working and earning and... So the twins just came to intimidate, or aren't they? I'm a bit confused, I guess, because he called them off before.
So they work for they work for the cartel, but
Right.
Gus said, "I'm still working with this man until we're done."
Right. I forgot about that
You
part.
can't
Yeah.
touch him.
Okay, so
And
they're just gonna
getting impatient.
intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's he going to get around these two? They're just like steamrollers.
Mm-hmm.
First day?
Got his lunch bag and everything.
Does he have to yell, "Let me out" at the end of the day, or what? 'Cause wouldn't it go back down? Or...
So like a buzzer or...
Yeah. Ooh, everything's set up. Ready to go.
Hello there. Sorry, I'll be right down.
I think I recognize that guy, but I can't see him through the grate there.
Hi, Gail Bedecker.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Where do I know him from?
I have my resume.
Oh, my resume.
I received my bachelor's degree from UNM, organic chemistry with a specialty.
Ooh.
It's all right there.
He thought he'd get another Jesse type.
Well, that's what he's used to.
Yeah.
But if you overboil to get there, you're going to leach your tannins. Judge for yourself.
It's coffee. It's coffee. Ah.
My God, that is the best coffee I've ever tasted. Why the hell are we making meth?
Well, and they'll be confused, the cops, you think, out on the street, because there's going to be two products, maybe, right? Similar, but
potentially, yeah.
they could tell them apart, right?
But when Walt made the first deal with Gus, Hank noticed that all the blue stuff was found in all the states except for New Mexico.
Right.
Because Gus was smart enough not to sell in his own backyard.
Yeah, right.
Hey. By tapering the fennel, you get a oilier aqueous layer, and hence...
This is Greek to us. Remember, I had to take chemistry in summer school, so...
Gail, I'm wondering how you...
Ended up here. Consenting adults want what they want. And if I'm not supplying it, they will get it somewhere else. At least with me, they're getting exactly what they pay for. No added toxins or adulterants.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah. Giving them a cleaner product, you know.
Because it's all still magic. You know? Chemistry?
He's the perfect assistant.
I kept thinking about that great old Whitman poem when I heard The Learned Astronomer.
All right, well... No.
Bring it on.
When the proofs, the figures were ranged in columns before me, looked up in perfect silence at the stars. Yes, I am a nerd.
I was going to say.
Amen, brother.
Oh, we're back on stakeout at Jesse's. Marie wondering where you've been.
Why can't you just arrest him? Make him tell you.
Well, it's not that simple, baby. There's a little thing called the Constitution.
Constitution, blah, 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 blah.
It's okay. They won't use it for much longer.
Until he actually leads me to it or does something, I'm stuck here.
Well, he's got to go cook soon, right? 'Cause that bag's all gone, I think.
Not to bring up ancient history, but I, for one, can think of someone who might know something.
Oh, about Jesse.
Oh, hey, Hank, what's up?
Listen, I hate to bother you. I just...
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Shoot.
Now, let me ask this because I'm at a, dead end here, potentially. I'm working a case and...
Oh, God, he's just giving it away right to the door. Yeah.
And I was trying to track you down to your former student, Jesse Pinkman. Do you remember if this Pinkman kid ever had an RV?
Bam! There it is.
Well, it's a long story, but I'm personally of the opinion that he's moved on from weed and graduated to selling crystal meth.
Ooh. Now he knows what Hank knows.
Yep.
Won't.
Yeah, he's going to warn him probably. I don't think he can let him go down like that. But if he sees it's Walt, he's not going to answer. Saul has to get involved. Yeah.
Our RV?
The one which contains a meth lab? Which is covered with my fingerprints, ring a bell? Oh, no. Listen, my brother-in-law, he is surveilling Jesse's house, do you understand? So he might have tapped the...
If Jesse leaves, then,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
To make an RV disappear. I'm not David Copperfield.
What do I look like? The RV disposal people? Starship Enterprise had a self-destruct button. I'm just saying.
Okay, shut
up. Jesus.
You're good with tools and all. Why don't you invent...
Socket wrench.
Oh,
The big one.
Because they're cousins.
Yeah.
Are you out of your minds? Why is this out in the open?
Who the hell are you? He's Heisenberg.
The DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration. You've heard of them, haven't you? I know you have. They know all about this RV, and they're trying to find it right now. We've got to rig this thing to burn. Do you understand?
Not here, you don't. Just get it the hell out.
Yeah, you can't do that there.
No guy that'll wipe this off the planet. No questions asked.
Call him.
Hey, what about Jesse?
What about him?
Tell him. Except if there is a bug. I don't think Hank put it.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
Badger, I don't care how. You find out where he's taking it.
Oh, boy.
I'm getting to the wire.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what are we going to do with these twins?
Yep.
Oh, no. Get your child away from there.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Pick another table.
Oh, no. Don't. Oh, she's okay. Oh, here he is.
Yep.
These booths are for paying customers only.
Cynthia, it's okay. I'll handle this. ¿Cómo les puedo ayudar? Tú sabes.
We spoke.
Yep.
So,
Ooh, what's he gonna do? He just set Walt up to... Ooh. But Gus knows people, right? He has people and knows people and...
Yeah.
Beyond recovery, right? Beyond recovery
I
means...
got it. Beyond recovery.
Except, he doesn't know that Badger phoned Jesse.
Nope.
Need a ride, could you call a cab?
You got it. Pleasure doing business.
Thank you.
Okay, Hank will be there in a minute.
Just to reminisce before we destroy it.
Yeah. Funyuns. Oh, God.
A lot of memories in here.
Yeah.
It's where they killed Emilio and did all their cooks and...
You better get out, though. They're going to start crushing it in a minute, I think.
The hell you think you're doing? Huh? No, this is mine just as much as yours. You don't get a just...
Oh, no. Hank followed him. Oh, shit.
You idiot.
Oh. So he knows it's Jesse. Now,
Yep.
The cab's going to show up now for Walt. And oh, my God, he's right behind it. Ah. Oh, what are they going to do? I mean, Walt could say, I found him for you, Hank. Maybe. Here he is. Walt going to push Jesse up the door. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
It's Walt holding
This
the
is
door.
stressful. Jesus. Ugh. Oh, no.
Got a warrant? Well, I'm the owner of this lot, which means you're trespassing on private property.
You recognize him?
Yes. Yeah.
You're disturbing my oboe practice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need one if I've got probable cause.
Probable cause usually relates to vehicles, is my understanding. You know, traffic stops and whatnot.
These round rubber things, there's wheels.
This is a domicile, a residence, and thus protected by the Fourth Amendment from unlawful.
This guy. Wow.
Coming in clutch.
He's been doing some reading in his spare time.
Don't see that holding up in a court of law.
Look at these. What do those look like to you? They sure look like bullet holes to me.
Back up.
How could you have known that they were there before
Yeah.
you took off the tapes?
How could you have known they were there before you took off the tape?
That's right.
Private domicile, and I will be
harassed. This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed. Bitch!
Jesse. Yeah. He's gonna go get a warrant, but by then it's too late.
My guys bring it out here and deliver it to you on a little satin pillow. How's that?
And he'll say he's not leaving, right? I think they'll both need fresh pants after this. How are we gonna get out of this?
We start her up and just ram the shit out of his truck. We make our escape, right?
Assaulting a federal agent? Yeah, that'll go over well.
Please, tell me you got something.
Could he like call Skylar or Marie and get Hank to leave for emergency or something? Otherwise, how are you going to get him out of there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably take at least a couple hours to get a warrant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they have to fill out paperwork, take it to the judge, get the judge to sign it.
Yeah.
Or they won't give him one, maybe.
Is this Mr. Henry R. Schrader?
Uh-oh.
Sir, this is Officer Elaine Tanner with the Albuquerque Police. I'm sorry to inform you that your wife's been in an automobile accident. She's being airlifted to Los Ranchos Medical Center.
They did this just to get out of this?
How is she? What's her condition?
Oh.
You're gonna have to start paying me more.
So it was Saul they phoned, yeah, not... They go through a lot of phones, probably.
Mm-hmm. Even Saul was kind of...
Oh, man, that shitty thing to do, but they had to get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So now what? So if he destroys that RV, can the cops say anything? Because... Oh, my God, Hank.
Oh, buddy.
She's not even there. She's going to be working, right? No, we don't have anybody here with that name. Oh. His phone. It's Marie. It's Marie.
Marie?
I'm just checking in. I'd love to have some idea of whether I should cook dinner or not.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. Oh, now he's pissed.
Now he knows it got played.
Mm-hmm. Getting about to be destroyed. I was going to say, when they play music like that.
Aw. Yeah, some very good and very bad times in this RV.
Oh, boy, yeah. So much for Jesse's new idea of cooking, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Walt's going to want him there. What, he doesn't need him.
No.
Right?
He's got Gail.
And he's got Gus for distribution. He doesn't need Jesse for anything.
No.
Into the crusher.
Farewell to the crystal ship.
Oh, look at their faces.
Yeah.
You think they'd get out of there, though, before Hank comes back or somebody comes to deliver a warrant or whatever, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What's he going to do?
It's a good question.
He's by himself. He doesn't go around with, usually there's some lackeys with you. Or we're having another negotiation, but they're not interested in that. They're...
No van a matar a Walter White. No hasta que haya concluido mi negocio con él.
Hemos esperado suficiente.
A su primo Tuco, ¿sí? Pero él no fue.
Oh, no. Don't you be taking out Hank.
Pero Bolsa dice que la D está fuera de límites.
El norte de la frontera es mi territorio.
Sending them off in another direction.
Mm-hmm.
But, Jesus Christ, Hank.
Es Hank Schrader. Que su muerte les satisfaga.
Look at that shot, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Hank has got enough going on. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So
these two are relentless. Wow.
That was a fun little trip to the salvage yard.
Holy shit, eh? Oh my God.
Like Walt was holding the door that Hank was trying to open. They came so close.
And even those holes he could have peeked in. Like, yeah. Ooh.
Like you say, it was just stressful beyond belief.
I bet Hank forgot about that stuff in El Paso, though, for a minute.
Yeah. So, yep. On the one hand, we had that, had to say farewell to the RV, and like with the addition of the lab, like it's sort of that plus the RV being destroyed really kind of signals, like the end of an era.
Yeah.
We're moving on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then that, like say Jesse, his whole side operation is kaput.
After he just recruited his dudes there. Yeah.
But yeah, like Hank is on Jesse's trail,
and now he's on their hit list
because he knows that somehow they were able to call his number and tell them that Marie was in trouble. So like how would Jesse have that information?
Yeah.
But like say it's just a shitty thing to do, that not just someone's in trouble, but convincing them that his wife was very injured.
Terrible. I mean, he could have had a heart attack. Or an accident on the way there, driving like a fool because he's distracted about it. But now he's pissed. But he also doesn't know now he's got these two on his trail.
Yeah, he has like
laser focused, right?
My one thing is I wish they would not speak at all, how they were introduced, because even with the show, like the scale, increasing and everything, like these two, like, they are somewhat over the top, they feel like something out of like a slasher film. But they're just so like, memorable in all their appearances. And I just kind of wish they would stay like, like
they have such a presence.
Terminator silent, some of the mystique falls away when they talk.
Well, they kind of have to talk though.
Because I love like how they just like communicate with each other by just looking and just like not saying a word. It's just so cool. But yeah, now like the two of the deadliest, characters we've ever seen have now been, Gus is now sicking them on Hank to divert them from Walt.
But I mean, if Walt ever found out, oh yeah. Because Hank's just doing his job.
He is,
And all this going on. Oh God.
But then with just like the status quo and like the whole kind of situation with the show and the story, like it, the mask was close to being pulled off because he phoning Walt asking about Jesse's RV and everything, and
his face sure changed at that, eh? Because he thought it was the weed stuff or whatever. Jesse Pinkman RV. It's like, whoa, have my attention.
Yeah, and then we got introduced to Gail Bedecker, Walt's new assistant.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
The perfect type of person to work with Walt.
Well,
someone
just each other's
academically inclined and
knows what he's doing and doesn't say stupid stuff. Hold up the wire, remember?
Wire. And I read a comment a while back on a YouTube clip of Gail, and someone said that a really good, because like Saul keeps saying, like the big thing with your money is you need to launder it, like because like Skylar with the divorce papers, like how do you pay for things, if you don't have a job. But someone online has made a good point where they said, like, potentially if they wanted to, Walt and Gail could partner up and open, like, let's say a coffee shop together.
Yeah.
And Gus, as a businessman and a known, like entrepreneur and like a donation to charities, he could say, like bankroll them for being an investor. Like that would be a good, like, opportunity to like explain his newfound like, money.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's like a really good kind of front operation, because that's the key with any kind of illicit gains is you have to launder it in such a way that
explain the money and where the income comes from and stuff, right?
That's why in The Sopranos, Tony was always like buying like different stores or places to filter the money through, because like selling drugs, doing whatever, you can't just take that straight and buy things with it, because if there's one thing the American government cares more about than crime, it's tax evasion. The IRS will be on your ass. But yeah, Walt is now set up with his whole, very stable career.
He takes his lunch in a paper bag and
I love
his name on it.
I love how he just treats it like it's a day
like
job.
A regular job,
like him and Gail take coffee breaks.
Yeah.
But then like it's because the thing with Gus is that like he's on a sufficient level to be considered, let's say, a peer of the cartel, because we had that whole meeting the other episode where it's like,
and they seem to respect that. Sort of, without the other,
because he's
part.
He's an associate that works inside of like America across the border, so they it's important that they maintain a good relationship with him. So like you say, with him not coming with any like bodyguards or anything, like obviously they wouldn't do things to him, but it's like even with his like influence, like like because Bolsa, the other boss guy, he said like the whole cartel is shoulder to shoulder with this. Walter White needs to die to pay this blood debt.
Yeah.
So it's like even like their friendship only goes so far.
Well, is it just the blood debt, or is it because he's producing some primo stuff?
Well,
right?
because
they were trying to sort of sell it into their.
Yeah, because Tuco was like their guy across the border, and he was selling Walt's stuff. Gus is now selling Walt's stuff, so I think it's more the fact that he like betrayed Tuco.
Okay, yeah.
You know, because these guys operate on concepts of, let's say, like honor and brotherhood, like their own twisted version of it. But it's like he betrayed them, and that's the bigger
in
sin.
their eyes, betray. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we'll see how things kind of develop from here. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed as well. If you want to watch the full length of our reaction, I'll put a link down to our Patreon below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And yeah, we will be seeing you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.